Did other streams already start? Yes. Nothing to show yet, though. Okay. More original music. I will swap over when the layout changes on Evo stream. Catching up on the morning news, don't mind me. Then I will... Okay, so why are we here? Let me pull up why we're here. Because we have a few panels that might be worth watching. Because... Gematsu. So, Evo schedule outside of the games themselves on the main stage and the main channel. There's an Arc System Works panel. Rush over to the main stage, grab a seat for the show opening, and surprise-filled panel from our friends at Arc System Works. Arc System Works has lied about surprises before, so this may be a waste of 50 minutes. It also could be a surprise in, like... goodies for everyone that's there in person. It could totally not apply to any announcements. It's just surprise filled. That can mean anything. But Maximilian did go live. If anyone knows that there will be something to react to, I think they would have told him. And that gives me a little more confidence in what we're doing. But yeah, let me just tweet that out. So, if Arc System Works lets us down, we'll probably not stream the rest of the panels, but it starts with Arc System Works. If Arc System Works has anything, they still have Dragon Ball FighterZ would be Vamco, Guilty Gear. Yeah, they have those two games with which they can make announcements before or during Top 6 for. Hello, Streetcar. And then after Arc System Works panel is Grand Blue Fantasy. Latest on Fantasy vs. Rising with side games. I didn't get to play any of the open beta. I didn't have time, unfortunately. But I was also still hoping it would be lobbies, and it wasn't. Otherwise, I would have. But that's going to be news on that. I don't know. They kind of shared a lot of info, and a lot of it not being taken back well. I don't know how well that panel will go. I don't know what to expect. And then after Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising panel is Guilty Gear's panel, which might talk about the Season 3 changes. So that might be worth sticking around for, is whatever Guilty Gear changes there are. Although that panel is only 30 minutes long, so. But all of that takes place in the next 2.5 hours. Assuming we don't get off schedule, because they have yet to start. So, I think these panels, one panel was at CEO. It was Sajam's Will It Kill live. That was very fun. That's worth watching back if anyone hasn't watched it. Especially if you're into Will It Kill. He handled doing that live surprisingly well. And ended up making it worth watching. But yeah, other than that, as far as the games go, it's all polls today, so... Except Mortal Kombat 11. We're not going to restream any of the top 6s. I doubt it anyway. I don't know. So what we could do is Mortal Kombat will probably have an announcement. So we can gauge if they're going to do announcements before top 6 or after top 6. I think that'd be fun. But I mean, more than likely when they're doing the other top 6s, I'm going to be like not up for streaming, so that's kind of irrelevant. We'll worry about that, not a big deal. Hi Rita. I plan to play also Baldur's Gate while all this is going on too, and there's other things to do throughout the day anyway. Hi Rita, welcome. Rita, who do you want for Season 3 in Guilty Gear? She said Happy Chaos nerfs. For Guilty Gear Season 3, there is, let's see, planned balance changes, network lobby stability, and quote-unquote updates to bring a fresh new experience. Whatever that means. Some characters are getting new moves, and when they say some characters are getting new moves, I think they mean the base roster. I think they want, I interpret that as they want to bring the base roster characters up to where the DLC characters are. And all I can think of, at least for May, is she's gonna get her hula hoops back. If May gets her hoops back, I'd be happy. I think everyone will be happy, because if they give May more stuff, they're gonna nerf Totsugeki. I was talking about this, but the reason Totsugeki is so good is because it's all May has. If May gets Totsugeki nerfed, she has nothing. But if it gets nerfed, but she's given more tools, akin to the prior games, great. That'll suck. I do kind of like Totsugeki, but I kind of like doing more things than Totsugeki too. So, there's Fanny, Abba, or Zabba would be cool, but I'm more interested in moves and balance changes. They're starting. Are they starting? What the hell am I looking? Oh, it is more packed than that. Alright, I'm gonna turn it up. But they're probably gonna realize how quiet it is, and it's gonna get really loud in a sec. I can't wait. I am so excited that not only do we have a Street Fighter game that's exciting to play, but it's fun to watch too. I'm so glad we have Street Fighter 6 and that it's enjoyable. I wish we had a close by Chipotle.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Evolution Championship Series 2023. What's up out there, everybody? All right. This Evolution is presented by Chipotle. Thank you very much for the sponsorship, gentlemen.
Yeah, we're here live in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay, where thousands and thousands of fighting game fans are here to not only celebrate, but to also compete in their favorite fighting games.
With that said, let's actually get on to our first panel. Can I please welcome to the stage Kamone Shirazawa, Seiichi Yashimura from French Bread to the stage, everybody. Give it up.
Streetcar, hope you have a safe ride. I got thrown off by their fucked up audio too. Yeah, I knew it. Incoming feedback loop. I knew it.
はいどうもこんにちは、フランスパンの芹沢かもねです。こんにちは。
Hello, this is Kamone Serizawa from French Bread.
My name is Seiichi Yoshihara, Under Night Inverse, lead graphic designer. Thank you.
Huh. I guess this is still the I want to call it like an opening ceremony.
Oh, I'm Donald Dave Park. I'm the translator for the day. It is a pleasure to be here.
Evo 2023 special event industry showcase.
Okay, so.
But they also have Arc System Works panel at the exact same time. So I don't know what French Bread's doing up.
いいですね。いやこの会場の雰囲気いいですね。
Oh, this place is getting hotter by the second.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn them on, power lock them.
Damn, dude, hot mics, feedback loop.
So, okay. Yeah, Kamone. All right. So, Kamone-san, let's talk about why you're here today.
はい、なんで私がここにいるかっていうと、
So
10
let's
周
talk
年。
about why I'm here today.
はい、10周年。
Sure hope this isn't Max's fault.
10周年なので来ました。
Because it's the 10th anniversary of Under Night Inverse. Round of applause.
I wonder if the crowd's big enough. Like they're doing there's probably melty pools going on right now.
So everyone, thank you all for playing and supporting Under Night Inverse.
Do you want to hear the panels on your end, or do you want to eliminate?
Any comments for 10th anniversary, Seiichi-san?
I don't think that's a hot mic, but I think it's someone next to the crowd mic talking.
So,
Iratsuto
here's the illustration by Seiichi Yoshihara himself.
こちらのイラストは一昨日できたばかりのイラストで、10周年の感謝を込めて、気持ちを込めて描かせていただきました。
So we've actually drawn this illustration just for this occasion, and I've done my best to actually make the illustration to commemorate the 10th anniversary.
こちらは主人公であるハイドの能力が、10周年であるテンスのこちらの10の文字をかたどっているのがポイントとなります。
The Friday showcase starts at 10 a.m. to show surprise-filled panel.
So the basic point
okay,
of
from
this
works.
illustration is that Hyde's skill is actually drawing the number 10 on the illustration. So that's the
Oh,
point
that's so
that,
sick.
I've actually put my point on when I try to draw this illustration.
That's so sick.
いやすごいイラストですね。
This is an amazing illustration.
It
So,
could have been zoomed
round
out
of
a little,
applause
but that's so sick.
いや自分は過去に
So I'm double checking here.
アンダーナイトインバースエクセレートクレアを発表したことがあるんです。けど吉原さんは初めてですよね。
So for Kamone-san, he's been here to Evo before, and he've actually announced Under Ninth Inverse Claire before. But for Yoshihara-san, this is his first time in Evo.
Okay, so Arc System Works did publish Under Night.
So he's being
The
surprised
Wikipedia
by
page,
all
though,
the
is very
people
confusing
around
about
here,
it.
Giving round of applause.
吉原さんは見てどうですかこの景色は。
So by looking at the crowd, how do you think? How do you feel?
規模感が おすごいですね。
Oh, the sheer scale. The sheer scale is amazing.
I don't know.
大
Nisa
きな規模で
Nice America published a game
I
in
mean, the
Europe.
sheer scale kind of gives me this, pressure that, which, makes me be purely amazed.
Oh, cool, dude. The Undernight, the Arc System Works
So,
Twitter already tweeted out the
To
surprise.
commemorate this 10th anniversary, there is something, right?
Oh no, you know what? It
There's
probably
something.
happened live already, and that's how far behind
えっと
we are.
10周年を祝うためでもあるんですけれども、今回、こちらを祝うために何かがござい
All
ます
right, we'll wait for him to do it live.
はい何かがあります。
何があるんだろう。
So there is something for you. There is something.
I have a big news.
This is the first. Okay.
じゃあいいですかね。じゃ
All
あ
right. You guys ready?
Roll the tape.
Roll the clip.
今日これから最後となる夜が始まる。それでも行かねばならないクオンとの決着のために。
じゃあ行くとしようか。長く続いたこの夜の物語を終わらせてやる。
Yeah, dude, get it through feedback loop.
アンダーナイトインバース2。怖いのか？
That new art's great.
俺は絶対に負けたりしねえよ。
ようやくこの時が来た。正真正銘最後の夜がな。
我が暴走のサビとなれ。
こよだけは私の答えのためにこの剣を振るいます。私はオートノミックナーブバティスタ。
With the same sprite work,
俺は俺のなすべき
I guess a lot of characters will return, but the cut-ins are new. Jesus Christ, Yuzuri. Oh shit, what about the DLC characters? Actually, there's something about the sprites I'm not sure about. Oh wow, Wagner base roster. And Eltnum, shit. Everyone, okay. I feel like that's everyone. If Akatsuki's already back. It's an easier name to say.
待ちわびたよこの時を。
It's 3 characters at least new.
There you have it, folks. The world premiere of Under Night in Birth 2.
Really? 2.
アンダーナイトインバース2シスターセレス
Wow.
今日初めて発表いたしました。
So this is the first reveal for Under Night in Birth 2 Sister Celeste.
映像は皆さん
Is the 2 in
楽
the
しんで
logo?
いただけたでしょうか。
Did you enjoy that trailer?
Yes, the 2 is in the logo. It's Roman numerals 2.
いや嬉しいです。
Oh, I am so happy to hear that.
こういう大きい場で発表できて本当に嬉しいです。
We are so happy that we
Well,
were
that
able to show
means
this
at
to you guys in
Melty,
such a big,
they have
big
something
scale.
else to show.
So I'm very happy and I'm really appreciating that moment right now.
で、PV にも出てたんですけど、2024年発売稼働と。
So as you've seen in the trailer, we are going to reveal the trailer on. We're going to release the game on early 2024.
なので、ちょっと楽しみ
Yeah, I
に
want to
してい
watch
てください。
a
Look
clean
forward to it.
rip of that trailer.
All right, so Kamura-san, I have a question. 一つ質問がございます。
はい。
で、so what's new in this game? Can you talk briefly about it?
No,
まあ
nothing.
あと新しく追加されるまあ何が追加されるかとかお話しいただければ。
はい。 じゃあ、ちょっとどういうところがちょっと PV でいろいろ出てたと思うんですけど、なんかこう見慣れないキャラクターがいたりとかもあったと思うんですけど、ちょっとまずイラストが更新されましたよね。
Well, you've seen all the flashy characters in action.
Fuck, dude,
and all
fix the fucking
you know,
audio.
Well, some unseen characters as well, but well, you think haven't you think that the illustrations are a bit new?
で、そうですね、シリーズ初のやっぱりナンバリングが1から2に上がったので、すごく大きく変わってます。
So we've changed the number of the game to from basically nothing to 2. So we're making a sequel. So we're making big changes as well.
Right.
そして新しいストーリーが進みます。
So we have a new story as well.
10年間待たせたストーリーがやっと先に進みます。
It's been 10 years in the making, and it is moving forward.
Yeah, and I don't think they're stopping.
そうですね。あと、はい、ゲームシステムも当然新作なので大きくアップデートしてます。
Hopefully the games can coexist for a
while.
while.
This is a new game, so we're gonna make new system updates as well.
アンダーナイトインバースの面白いところはそのままによりエキサイティングにアップデートしてます。
So we're keeping what's good for Under Night In-Birth, and we're also going to add and introduce new system to actually, excite things up for the game.
Let's hope that
多分ここにいる皆さんが一番
doesn't
待ち
take
望んでい
the
る
wrong message of
rollback
casualization
対応し
like
ています。
Grand Blue has.
So we can confirm, game will include rollback Neko.
Good stuff.
すごく大変でした。
Oh, it was really difficult. You have to know that.
いや
Thank
これ
you.
が発表できて本当に嬉しいです。
I'm so happy that we were able to reveal that today.
Thank you. God bless.
All right, then. Now
That
we've
and,
revealed the new game. We would like to hear some comments from Yoshihara-san as well.
I mean, Grid was still there, like all the UI was still there. Right, so whatever system changes there could be, I don't think they'll be too huge. Or they'll add on, but we'll see.
Thank you for all your support and playing. Because of that, we were able to, we were able to reveal the sequel today. So thank you so much for your support. So we have a couple of, old illustrations ready to show if that is actually available right now.
Right? Do we?
お、出ましたね。
Mhm.
これは一体
Okay. So
Lean
this
back.
is actually the concept of
Lean
our
back.
Under Night In-Birth. So let's talk about that a bit. ではちょっと今画面に出ているものが一体何なのかをちょっとお話しさせていただきます。
はい、こちらはキャラクターデザインを新しく書き起こす際に、ラフを用意したんですけど。
Yeah, no, I think those sprites were pretty
So this is a
identical.
rough sketch of what is the new, the character.
I think the
images seen in
focus will
trailer.
be on other
This is
stuff
also
besides
going to
that,
be
I
used
guess.
in game.
The
So
story.
before we actually, finalize the illustration, this is the rough that we've designed to, choose what kind of stance that the character will be actually taking on the new illustration.
こちらのキャラクターはリンネなんですけども、最初は左上のポーズでやろうと思ったんですよ。ですが、やっぱりヒロインはちょっと正面を向いていった方がいいと思いまして、はい、ものに決定しました。
So this is a rough illustration for Irene, and we've thought of many iterations of illustration and poses, but I thought that if it is a heroine character, it should be shown up front. So we decided to go with an upfront pose with the character.
Midnight.
All right, that's amazing. So. If that's the case,
Actually, I think it's been quite a bit since I've watched Under Night. Maybe that's why I'm getting confused.
This is the illustration that's been, taken care of. でこちらが完成できたまあイラストですよね。
はい、その通りです。左側が、完成一歩手前の下書き、右側が完成版となります。
So the left side of the illustration is the rough image that's just before the before completion, and after a couple of couple of more process, we have the right side, the illustration on the right side is the completed image. All right. So でこちらのキャラクターにall right. So of course there are many characters that you can look forward to for new characters, I guess. で一応まあ他のキャラクターにつきましてもこのような新しいイラストは期待できますよね。
その通りです。
So you can definitely look forward to other characters' new illustration as well.
Yeah, just watching the trailer back.
All right. So let's look at the new illustration that's coming on screen right now. では今ちょっと画面に映ってるこちらのコンセプトアートにつきましてもちょっとご説明をお願いします。
Damn, hope Linnea's
こち
okay.
らはオリエというキャラクターなんですけども、最初は左側のポーズでやろうと思っていました。
So again, the screen, the illustration
I will.
that you
I'll
just
probably
seen
like
is
try
the,
Elton again.
The rough concept art for Aurier. But we've tried to
not, go to Wagner, but I will try Elton again.
Pose for Aurier as well, but
ですが、
however,
横幅が広すぎて UI に収まらなかった、仕様に合わなかったためボツになりました。
But as you can see, the pose in question is actually way too wide to actually implement it in game. So unfortunately, we had to change it to a different pose.
それで左側のラフを決定版として進めることになりました。右側です。
So the illustration on the right side is actually the one that we've decided to work on.
I think that was a good call.
So same as Rene. So the one on the left is just before completion, and after further process, the right side is the completed version of the illustration.
はい。でですね、今回右側のイラストにオリエの他に後ろにサブキャラクターがいると思うんですけども。
So as you've just seen in the illustration, there was something
Elton's reload is
behind the illustration, right?
It's a little the timing on it looks a little faster, and the window is like a little bit tighter.
戦闘手段をイラストに書き入れようと書いてあります。武器とか能力とか、あとはパートナーキャラクターを絵に書き起こすという。
But that means buffs elsewhere. Anyway, I'm doing that based off a screenshot from the trailer.
So the illustration behind the character is actually an image of what the user, what the character will actually hold on to and fight, and what kind of skill.
We have nothing better to look at. Let me just show what I was
image
looking
that
at.
All characters will have on their character select screen behind the actual character.
こちらなぜ操作がと言いますと、既存のプレイヤーはもちろん初めて触る方でも、このキャラクターはこれで戦うんだなというのが分かりやすくしたいためです。
So the reason behind the image was decided to illustrate for all characters that for we wanted to illustrate the way the characters how characters fight and what kind of weapon and arsenal that he or she has for the character for the gameplay. We wanted the newcomers and other fighting game players to actually join in.
I don't remember the health bars being yellow. Damn, it's been a while since I played Under Night.
Guess on what kind of gameplay that the character would have. That's all for Aurier. All right, let's go for Enkidu.
こちらもエンキドゥというキャラクターなんですけども、
Undecided on my course of action here, chat.
左側はボツになりました。
So as you just seen, you've seen two rough sketch of two poses for Enkidu as well. But again, we've decided to go with the right side of the illustration.
ポーズは かっこいいと思って描いたんですけども、
This is before. This is after. Okay, I didn't think they'd be that small.
So,
Okay, I didn't think it'd be that
when
big.
I draw this, I thought the pose was amazing, and it really, really looked great.
It is
But the
amazing.
problem is, his tattoo on the right side of his shoulder, it can't be seen on the
True.
screen. So,
Unfair.
while we thought the pose was great, we decided to go on with a different pose.
Same amount of bullets, little tighter window.
So again, this is the.
Actually, it looks like it's in the same spot. It's just a tighter
illustration for
window.
Left, just before completion.
That's probably like a single
And
frame
before
difference, though,
process,
so
the
whatever.
Right side is the completed illustration that you can see in game.
こちらのイラストも先ほど申しましたコンセプトに合わせて
Oh, you could have mirrored the pose. Should have mirrored the pose.
能力を
Well, I guess there was a reason he.
視覚化
Yeah, no.
エフェクトとして
Damn.
表示する形をとっております
So,
Art's still
I've
sick,
told- as we've told you before, just now, we've also visualized Enkidu's fighting style and his skill abilities by visualizing some kind of aura or energy right around his hand and arm. All right, that was interesting. So that's about it for illustrations.
What's
so,
next?
Let's actually,
Do we know what's next? Did we rehearse?
So, do we still have time for this session if you guys are actually,
You guys are
actually
20 minutes
letting-
ahead of schedule. They are what?
All right, so I think we're out of time. So
Oh, really?
Let's sum this up with the final comments from the French bread folks.
What pseudo acronym subtitle did they choose? It is Under Night in Birth 2 Cis Celeste.
はい、今日は
The 2 is Roman numerals behind the
この
logo.
新作を発表できて本当に嬉しく思います。
Again, I'm very happy to be here today to reveal you the new game that has been the work for a very long time. I'm very happy to reveal it today here.
You see the 2?
で、皆さんが楽しんでもらえるように新しい要素をたくさん入れてありますので、これからの発表も楽しみにしていてください。
So we've tried to implement many new aspects in the game for you guys to enjoy. So look forward to the coming updates. Please stay tuned.
All right.
All right, thank you. Let's talk.
So that means there's
let's
still
hear
a
the
more
comment
Arc System
from,
Works.
Yoshihara-san. では吉原さん、最後のコメントお願いします。
この後アークシステムワークスブースではスペシャルなハンズオンが用意されております。スペシャルなハンズオンがございます。
So if you actually go to the Arc System Works booth now, there's something very special, hands-on, you can head on to right now.
Oh, yeah? No fooling?
アンダーナイトインバース2シスターセレスは今アークシステムワークスさんのブースで遊べます。
I know where I'm going after
I
going
am very
O2 in
happy to
bracket in
announce
pools.
that Under Night in Birth 2 hands-on demo is available right now on Arc System Works booth. Come on!
でこの後14
Not
時
as
から
bizarre as the clear
アークライブ
subtitle,
アーク
but
ライブ
still
が
strange.
ありますので、そちらでもかなり詳しい話を込み入った話
Yeah,
を
this
しようか
one's
なと
pretty straightforward. I think they're
そち
losing
ら
their
をぜひ見
edge.
てください。
So on
I thought they got-
2
I think they've
p.m.
gone
we're
casual.
also
They've
having
gone
an
woke.
ARC live session right at Arc System Works booth. We're going to talk about more development stories and what's been behind the scene regarding On the Night and Birth 2. So we would like to invite you all to the panel as well.
では本当に今日はありがとうございます。今日もじゃあエボこれから楽しんでいきましょう。
All right, let's heat up the Evo Festival from here on out. Thank you so much for joining the panel today.
I think, like, you know,
That's all, folks, for Under Night in Birth 2.
rehearsals are really important, guys.
All right, let's give it up for that panel. Come on, everyone. All right, we'll stick around because after this quick break, we're going to have Psy Games coming up to talk about their new
Are you
title.
serious? They were 20 minutes ahead of schedule. Not behind, ahead.
Hot off the grill. A rich marinade of seared morita peppers and ground achiote balanced
Not
with
watching
slices
that.
of pineapple. All
Not watching the ad. I don't know, maybe they'll stay ahead of schedule. Grand Blue wasn't supposed to be till 20 minutes from now. I don't know, that was the surprise-filled announcement, was Under Night 2. And if anyone's wondering, Under Night 2 was already known about for a while because of the ESRB? No, I think it was the Japanese rating boards already revealed that it was in existence. So that also makes sense that it's a playable demo. So that's why not the hugest surprise at all. But ignoring that, actually, I don't know, man. Does that mean they got through it real quick, or do they have way less to show than they thought? They asked if they could go on. They asked if they had more time to show more. But they were already... After they showed the trailer, and then they spent the next 20 minutes showing the concept art for a few characters. And how it evolved into their renders for the game. They spent 20 minutes on that. On the back on the BRB screen. I don't know, man. I think we should call it there. We should get on, since that was probably the thing. I don't, because if there's like any characters or anything, Guilty Gear has its top 6 to do that at. Otherwise, it'll be interesting what they talk about with Season 3 and what'll change, the new moves and stuff. But we have another, I mean, I don't know. I want to wait and see. I'm going to give them like 5 minutes. I'm going to give them like 5 minutes and see if Grand Blue starts, or if they're actually waiting until 10:55. 1:55, rather, for Eastern time. 10 specific. Other than that, I was, yeah, no, so that also means if there's any Melty Blood announcements, that's going to be at top 6, so that's whatever. Same with, I think if there's Strive characters, those will be at top 6. Especially because Strive is on Sunday. Yeah, so... Okay, weird sound downstairs. I don't know, we'll hang out for a bit and see what happens. Because these are very much in the fashion of, I mean, they're panels, so there's not much you can expect. But I do have other things to do today. I just thought it would be a more zooming first 2 hours. But this is more of a dragging 2 hours. Unless I just do something else in the background. I could do something else in the background. I don't want to stream losing in Street Fighter though. I don't know. Gimmick time. Fine. Oh, right. Can't be used with window capture. Please don't dox me. Thank you. Gimmick time. Yeah, just like CEO, presented by Chipotle. It's a little different than CEO, though. At CEO, when you, in CEO, when you got out of, you had to get to round 2 of pools, but if you got to round 2 in pools, you got a coupon. Free burrito at Chipotle. You got a free burrito. I think this one is a little different. Let me double check. I can't believe they're still... Oh no, those aren't even DX... Oh yeah, those are DX Racers. Please don't buy DX Racer. Anyway. 10 a.m. pools will be delaying their disqualification to support players reaching the stations. Yeah, this is the largest Evo by a fucking mile. The registration lines were so long last night that the registration lines close at 10 p.m. and then they open again at 6 a.m. And that's still not enough time. If you've been in that line since 6 a.m., you might still not have had time. Same with just getting into the goddamn venue. Just getting into the venue. Okay, so players who make it out of round 1 pools in any main title, which also I think during CEO it was probably also round 1 pool. So if you make it out of round 1 pools in any main title at EVO, you'll receive a free Chipotle coupon. Players who make it out of round 2 pools will get an exclusive custom EVO Cross Chipotle shoulder bag. Yeah. No image on what the shoulder bag looks like. I assume not very big because you, I mean, you can probably get away with making the bag small now because you don't need much space to fit like a snack box or any of those micro hit boxes that they're starting to make. I don't know. I could see the appeal of hitbox, 100%, 100%. Aphex is having more hand issues, wrist issues, and considering hitbox over it because of it. But I kind of like weight to the stick. I don't know, something a little worried about how small they are. Justin.
From champion to content creator and everything else in between. Tell me about the importance of connecting.
This is pre-rendered. This isn't live. Pre-recorded. Jesus Christ.
Talking to everybody in general really helps a lot because everyone wants to be like, oh, I want to meet your favorite player. We don't want to be like.
Actually, the audio's fucked up. Maybe it is not live.
Make sure we still get to talk to them.
Or maybe it is live.
I think that's the best part, is giving them an opportunity to have a conversation with you.
Exactly. Connecting, having conversations, being personable. We're all fighting games.
It's from my videos.
And speaking of,
I have no reason to say pre-recorded. I always say pre-rendered.
Got a lot of champions on this wall. I see your name quite a few times. How do you feel about the future of fighting games? And you think you're going to get another championship under your belt?
Justin.
It's so hard to win Evo now because everybody's here. More people are playing. And I'm old. You know, I'm old. I got no time. But in general, I still want to play, see what I can do, and I think like that passion, that fire, will never go away. So I hope I can keep playing. I hope more people get into fighting games because it's such a beautiful genre, beautiful sport. So we're gonna try. I want to retire at 10. I don't like odd numbers, so we'll see.
We will see indeed. And Marvel 3 this year has a great showing, so many competitors. How do you feel about 2023 Marvel and everyone who is showing up to compete this weekend?
Man, I would say it's unbelievable. It's over a 10-year-old game. So really big shout outs to everybody who really kept the scene alive, especially during the pandemic with Parsec and everything, right? You know, Tong, West Coast, you, like everyone really loves this game. And I feel like it's a game that can never be replaced. Even after EVO, let's say if it never came back to EVO, we would still all be playing Marvel 3.
Yep.
So even 10 years from now, we'll still play Marvel 3. Even 10 years from now, if EVO wanted to have a Marvel 3 tournament, everyone will still show up. So it's one of those games, unreplaceable.
Exactly. And thank you so much for joining us. We're going to send it right on back to the main stage.
Of course, is Grand Blue versus Rising. We're excited to welcome to the stage Creative Director Tetsuya Fukuhara.
All right, they're 7 minutes ahead of schedule.
Maximo to translate.
What? Hello? Chat, can you hear me?
New update.
Chat, were you able to hear me?
Fantasy versus Rising panel.
I've never had that
here at
happen
EVO
live.
2023. We have an exciting presentation for you guys today with lots of new updates and announcements, so stay tuned. My name is Kane Bryant. I've been a translator with the Cygames localization team.
Did you hear me when I said what, hello?
Approaching 7 years now. And as for what I've translated specifically, if you liked it, I did it. If you didn't like it, I don't know where it came from. So joining me to my left is Creative Director Tetsuya Fukuhara, and he will give a brief self-introduction. Fukuhara-san, 簡単に自己紹介お願いいたします。
That's crazy. It's the same interface for mic and speaker. Why did only one of them cut out? It made the USB sound. It made the USB sound, but the mic was still going.
Alright, so hey everyone, I'm Fukuhara from Cygames. I am the General Director
I don't know what to
of
think
the
about
Grand
that.
Blue Fantasy franchise and the Creative Director on Grand
Did
Blue
you know
Fantasy
those Red
versus
Bull
Rising.
fridges are closed
Thanks
now?
for coming out today.
They're
And
purely for
I'm
display now.
Actually, Max from Cygames, and I'll be your interpreter.
They didn't used to be.
All right, so in case you guys didn't know, Fukuhara-san is actually an established fighting game vet, and it makes me wonder how long he's been watching EVO actually. Fukuhara-san, ずっと格闘ゲームファンだと思いますが、EVO もずっと見ていますか？
そうですね。これまではまあ見る側というか見て楽しんでい
Oh,
たん
I
ですけ
keep
ど、
I keep misinterpreting that there's another hour left. There's an hour and a half left. This panel is an hour, and the Guilty Gear panel is 30 minutes.
本当に光栄に思っています。GBVS 通じてよりエボ盛り上げ貢献できればと思ってますんで、はい、よろしくお願いします。
Yeah, so absolutely. This is actually my first time coming out to EVO, believe it or not. It is
I don't
an
know.
honor to
I'm
be on the
going
stage
to.
and contribute to the overall hype this
I
weekend.
hate to farm content.
And speaking with hype, let's get this show on the road. So first up, we're going to give you guys a brief introduction of Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. Fukuhara-san, ゲームの紹介お願いいたします。
はい、
But we're gonna farm some
グランブル
content.
ファンタジー VS は、より多くのより広いプレイヤーの方に
I'm just gonna take
格闘ゲ
Rita
ームを
out
楽しんでいただけるようにっていうコンセプト
because she's
で
pestering me. I was gonna take her out, and I'll be back in a
リリー
minute.
スされました。
A minute,
で今回、
like two.
さまざまな要素がパワーアップした
If anyone
グランブル
asks,
ファンタジー
I am still here.
ライジングとし
I'll
て
be right back.
2023年発売を目指して今開発しています。
Alright, so GBVS originally came out in 2020 and was developed based on the concept of creating a fighting game that anyone and everyone can pick up. And now with Rising, we're basically elevating that experience on every level. And the plan is to release it later this year.
Awesome. So we are looking to create that kind of game for everybody and enhance the experience that you all got familiar with in Versus. So next up, we're going to talk specifically about what we've improved. Fukuhara-san, パワーアップしたところについてお願いします。
はい、大きなところとしては、 こちらが挙げられます。ニューメカニクス、エンハンスドビジュアルズ、ニューキャラクターズ、ニューストーリー、あとはロールバックネットコード、クロスプレイ、あとはアンドモアっていう部分も結構あるので、はい、全体的にパワーアップしてますね。これらを、今回改めて紹介できればなと思ってます。
Right, and so these are the main changes coming to Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. As you can see on screen, we've got new mechanics, enhanced visuals, new characters, new story, rollback netcode, crossplay, and more.
Awesome. So with all those features, it makes you wonder how we can fit that into one small game. And yet we can, because we have a powerful design concept supporting the game. So next, Fukuhara-san will detail a little bit about what guided our development this time around. Fukuhara-san, ゲームのコンセプトについてお願いします。
はい、ライジングの、バトルコンセプトですが、シンプルに楽しめるという部分は変わらずです。ただそのより駆け引きの楽しさであったりとか、奥深いものにしたいっていうところで新たなメカニクスがいくつか登場してます。
Alright, so the core gameplay design will remain essentially the same in Rising, but we've added a number of fresh new mechanics for players to enjoy.
あとはそうですね、先日オンラインベータテストも行ったのでシステム紹介動画っていうのも、公開していますので、ちょっと細かなシステムは今回省略させていただくんですけど、ベータテスト非常に多くの方に参加いただき、本当にありがとうございました。ネットワークテストもうまくいきましたし、いろいろご意見もいただいたので全て目通してます。
So yeah, we just held our online beta recently and introduced a number of these new mechanics through a series of online videos. So we won't go into too much detail about them here, but I would like to give a huge thank you to everyone who played the online beta. Thanks to the massive turnout of players, we were able to gather a lot of feedback.
Speaking of the online beta test, out in the crowd right now, how many of you guys got into the online beta? Just curious. I see 1, 2, 25,000. That's interesting. Wow, I didn't realize we could fit that many people on the stage here. Very fun. And speaking of the mechanics intro video, if you want to check it out for yourself, you can scan the QR code that is listed in the PowerPoint above me. That probably looked weird for you stream monsters, me pointing at nothing. But if you can't scan it right now, we will be tweeting this code later. You could also search for it on YouTube. And by the way, you might recognize a certain sultry tone from doing that video. That tone is mine. They pick me because I'm cheap for those videos. And that's fine. You know, we do what we can. So next up, we'll talk about specifics about the upgraded points of the game. And first up, we have enhanced visuals. Fukuhara-san, ビジュアルの面についてお願いします。
はい、新作ということで作り直している部分があるので、ビジュアルも強化してます。シェーダーを改良しててですね、日本でいう、劇場版アニメとかハイクオリティなアニメっていうところの表現取り入れて、ポストエフェクトなどが載って、こういう 2D アニメ風のグラフィックのゲームの中ではかなり上質な絵作りになってるかなと思います。あとは一部キャラクターのモデルをちょっと修正したりとかもしてます。
Yeah, so since this is a new title, we also took the opportunity to enhance the visuals in Rising with improved shaders and post-processing effects to kind of give it a high-quality theatrical anime visual style. We've also updated some of the character models, as you can see on screen.
あとはヒットエフェクトなどの VFX もリニューアルしてます。結構簡単な操作でド派手めに出るので、動かしていて気持ちいいものになってるんじゃないかなとは思います。
And we've also upgraded the visual effects on screen, and honestly, they are quite stunning to see. Even the most simple of attacks feel satisfying and impactful to pull off.
あとヒットエフェクト以外にもすごい細々いろいろブラッシュアップが入ってるので、ちょっとその違いを探していただくとかも、もしかしたら面白いかなと思います。
Right, so in addition to the hit marks, we've also updated other various effects. So try and see if you can spot the differences between Rising and the first GBVS. Our team really went out with each and every detail.
And I gotta say, being in the office and watching the game evolve from Versus to Versus Rising, especially on this front, was really cool to see. At first, the localization team didn't know that we were going to be doing enhanced visuals, and so playing the builds for ourselves and watching all that happen in real time was really cool. So we're excited for you guys to see the final polished product as well. Next up, everyone's long-awaited feature, Rollback and crossplay needs no introduction. As you can see. So, Fukuhara-san, rollback と crossplay についてお願いします。
はい、これは2020年に GBBS 出たんですけど、その以降ですね、COVID の影響でオンライン対戦の需要っていうのがすごい高まったと思ってます。でそれに合わせてやっぱりロールバック実装の、要望というかお声もいただいてた、すごい多くいただくようになりました。
So yeah, when GBVS first came out in 2020, we received a huge amount of feedback for rollback netcode, and the domain was actually further increased due to COVID.
ので当然声いただいた段階、もうリリース初期からですね検討をずっと続けてたんですが、GBVS がそもそもそのディレイ方式で作ってたので、それをロールバックに切り替えるってなると、結構簡単な話ではないっていうところで、コストを試算したんですけど、ほとんど作り直しと同じぐらい、コストがかかることが判明したので、ちょっと簡単にはすぐにはできない状況でした。
So yeah, naturally we've been trying to make it happen since then, but since GBVS was originally built around delay-based netcode, sorry about that, the cost of implementing rollback would have been nearly the same as building an entirely new game. So it wasn't something that we could do just on a whim, unfortunately.
それでずっと検討はずっと続けてたんですけど、いろんな状況だとかタイミングが重なって、もうコストかけて新作として作り直したい、あとはクロスプレイも挑戦してみたい、他にもいろいろやりたいと会社にプレゼンしつつ、アークシステムワークスさんとも相談して、みんなでじゃあやるかってなって実現できた次第です。
Right, and so yeah, there was a lot of internal discussion about the possibility and timing of doing something like this. And when we presented the ideas we wanted to implement to Arc System Works, like adding crossplay and whatnot, we ultimately decided, yeah, let's do it.
So you know what they say, folks, when life gives you delay-based netcode, make a sequel. Out of curiosity, how many of you guys were waiting for rollback for Grand Blue? Okay, yeah, that's the entire room. I think I see us all the way to Delaware with our hands raised. I personally feel like that "it's been 70 years" meme. But here we are. We made it, you guys. We're here. Rollback. Yeah. And you know, when you do decide to do a sequel, that means you get to put in some new characters. This is personally my favorite advanced thing coming to Grand Blue Fantasy Rising. So, Fukuhara-san, キャラクターについてお願いします。
はい、ライジングでは、今、アニラ、ジークリート、ニーヤのこの3人の新しいキャラクターが登場するのが発表されています。でそれぞれ特徴的なバトルスタイルを持っているので、グランブルファンタジー VS の新しいキャラクターということしても、バトルをより奥深いものにしてくれるんじゃないかなと思います。
So yeah, these three
All right,
new
chat, we
playable
make any
characters
money?
have been announced for Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. They all play quite differently.
Have we led to the end of the
each with their own
FGC?
Individual play styles, so I think they'll add to the overall depth of Rising.
で今のところ1人ゲームプレイトレーラーが公開されてないキャラクターがいるので、ここで
I just sat back down. Can they show those two characters again?
披露させていただければなと。
Was there a trailer? Let me look.
So yeah, we last announced Nier as a playable character, but have yet to show off any gameplay footage.
No kidding,
so,
Papa Nier? Oh.
Hope you guys are ready to check that out.
All right, guys. So we are going to show the footage off now. Get
All right, just in time.
yourselves ready if you need to. Here we go.
Just in time. Oh, sorry, I wasn't turned up 100%. Yeah, Cheat's more on the fence than I am due to the changes. Oh, right, this isn't new. We knew about Nier. And we knew about Siegfried. Oh, good. The volume was low, so they fixed it by just turning the volume off entirely. Yeah, the way they're changing things in Rising seems like they've taken the wrong lessons from what Street Fighter 6 has done. Like where Grand Blue had this more casualized approach in button scheme to a pretty pure footsies game. And they're double down on catering to more casual audience. Not entirely sure. I mean, I think it's fine, but it's the wrong direction, and the people that would play for these changes probably aren't going to stick and stay. Grimnir. Cool dude. You know, I can't speak Japanese, but I can lip read it, so that's okay. Oh, I can't lip read English, though. I'm fucked.
Yeah. All together. 3, 2, 1.
Shoryuken.
Yeah. I feel the love. I myself am so excited for this character. This is my favorite Grand Blue character, and I promise there was no nepotism involved. This happened totally naturally. So let's hear a little bit about the character from the man himself. Fukuhara-san, Grimnir no character紹介お願いします。
はい、グリームニルですが、軌道を変化できる飛び道具を持ち、多彩な移動方法と突進技を駆使して、画面内を縦横無尽にかけることができるキャラクターです。その機動力を生かしてですね、あらゆる間合いから攻撃を仕掛けることができます。はい。
Alright, so Grimnir is a character who can use the wind to manipulate his projectiles and movement, giving him a huge variety of movement options to let you rush down your opponents.
Maybe onto something.
また今回出る新キャラクターはですね、全員新しいストーリーに登場するんですが、グリームには特に重要な役割を持って登場しますので、ストーリーも、楽しみにしててください。あと、すみません、グランブルファンタジー VS ライジングでは、初期キャラクターとしては、グリームニのこの4人を含めた全28キャラクターが登場します。
Alright, so all of the new characters will appear in the new story arc coming to Rising, but Grimnir will play a particularly important role, so Grimnir fans look forward to that. And with these 4 new characters coming to Rising, 28 characters will be playable at launch.
Neat.
はい。で、次のスライドからは、アンドモアに当たる新要素をいくつかご紹介します。
And on the next slide, we'll be going over exactly what we meant earlier by
it'll probably
coming to Rising.
All right, here we are, the and more. So this picture actually made waves at Anime Expo, so we thought we would debut it again.
I was going to start up Street Fighter 6, but I want to listen to what they're going to say. Because they showed this mechanic off, but they didn't really go into depth on it.
はい。これに関してアニメエキスポで発表させていただいたとき、結構反響いただいたんですけど、ちょっと情報をいくつか
I'm still going to start it up though, so you might hear it. I'll try to mute it.
まず概要から説明します。
Yeah, so this is something that we introduced at Anime Expo, but we want to reintroduce it here and give everyone just a little bit more context.
格闘ゲームは1対1で勝負するゲームなので、必ず勝った方が不幸になりますと。のでチーム戦じゃないので、全部自分のせいなんですね。で、僕も家でランクマッチとかやってると、家族が音を立てたりとかでして、それをちょっと負けた理由とかになんか一瞬頭よぎっちゃったりして、結構自己嫌悪に陥ったりするんですけど、そこはちょっと良くないんでどうにかできたらなってずっと思ってました。
Actually, wait.
Right, so fighting games are essentially comprised of one-on-one matches, which means there will always be someone suffering defeat. And you know, we've all been there, salty after losing a ranked match. You start to blame others, maybe, like your family being noisy, someone maybe distracting you.
No, just go
but blaming others is never good, and so I'd feel even worse and more frustrated myself for this.
格闘ゲームすごい 孤独な
Tired of being on the
戦いを
sidelines.
強いるゲームなので、そこをちょっと緩和できればなと思って考えたのが今回の、機能です。
Right, and that's where we came up with this new mechanic to help you manage your salt levels.
I'm also personally excited for this because I am salty as a bag of chips after most of my matches. And so we will go
Please
into
tell
a
me
little
if you
bit
did
more
it
detail
right.
about the partner system. So Fukuhara-san, パートナーのシステムについてお願いします。
はい、このパートナーシステムですが、ゲームプレイの内容とか状況に応じて、
Not
自
what I
分
was
で選ん
hoping.
だ好きなキャラクターが都度、プレ
So
イヤ
far.
ー、あなたにコメントをしてくれるようになります。で試合に勝ったときはもちろん褒めてくれますし、負けたときは励ましてくれたりとか、します。で試合の内容によってもコメントが変化して、で全部フルボイスで再生されます。
Right, so partner characters will explain things to you and provide you with advice. Of course, they'll praise you when you win your matches, and they'll provide support for when you lose. And the comments will actually be based on what happens during your matches on top of that.
Yeah?
And
Go
also,
on.
They're all fully voiced.
Go on.
Yep, if
Explain
there's anyone that can
more.
make me get over a bitter loss, it is Tiny Narmaya, so I am looking forward to that. We have just a little bit more about this coming up now.
いろいろかなり
Damn it.
バリエーションが用意されててですね、キャラクターによってはかなり個性的なコメントを言う、ものもいます。でパートナーはその自分の使用キャラとは別で好きに選ぶことができるんで、好きに選択してみてください。
Right, so we put in a huge variety of lines for every situation, so you can really see each character's personality shine through. Of course, you get to choose your partner character, so go ahead and pick your favorite and jump in.
はい、じゃあ、次からが本当の新しい情報です。はい。
Alright, and we've got some real info coming up next.
Uh-oh, it's costumes. Get it hype.
Damn it. Okay, so
This is where I'm like,
let me show you what I
the real
wanted.
game begins. Drip time. So, Fukuhara-san, costume skin についてお願いします。
はい、コスチュームスキンがついに可能になりました。GBS の 2D アニメのようなアートスタイルはコスチュームスキンが作りづらいっていう弱点がこれまであったんですけど、それがなんでかっていうと、そのマントだとかその髪の毛みたいな風で揺れたりするもの、揺れ物っていうんですけどを、手書きのアニメのように1コマずつ動きをつけてるっていう部分があったんで、それがちょっと大きくコストがかかるんで、ちょっと実現しづらいっていう部分が
I don't have it on hand. I don't have it on
理由
hand
の大
without
きな部分になります。
starting up the game and getting a reference.
So yep, costumes are finally coming to Rising.
Actually, wait,
so one of the downsides to creating a 2D
if I search
anime style
this,
game
maybe I'll
is that
get
it's
it.
actually quite difficult to create costumes for them. There are a lot of moving parts, like the character's hair and their capes and whatnot, that are essentially drawn by hand, frame by frame, much like traditional animation.
その課題があるにはあるんですけど、とはいえ、やりたいと思いまして、じゃあどうすればコストを抑えながらできるかっていうのを、ずっと検討して、
Here. So
検証も重ねて、
Okay, I can't show that one on
やれる
screen.
ってなったんで、
Let's
はい、
see.
今回実現できました。で、グラン以外にもいろんなキャラクターコスチューム今後
This
リリース
is
して
the
いきます
answer
ん
to what
で、
they
そちらも
want.
ご期
To
待
you
く
know,
ださい。
you can't avoid
after a lot of
losing in
research,
fighting
we
games.
finally
Someone
found a
has
way
to
tackle
lose.
this issue
Also,
while
I
maintaining costs down.
fucking Reddit's
And of course, we'll be
website,
releasing
fucking
more costumes in the
WebP
future
format.
on Grand, so look forward to that.
So you're telling me there's a chance at Summer Grimnir, or even Valentine's
Okay, the
Grimnir.
stream might go down because
Actually,
Reddit
first
just
we have
crashed
to make Summer
Firefox.
Grimnir, and then, look, guys, I have a lot of fantasies, okay? They get mixed up. Alrighty, next up, we have another new system update to share with you. This is updates to our ranking system. ランキングシステムについてのアップデートお願いします。
はい、ライジングではバーサスレベル、いわゆる段位ですね、ランクマッチのが、キャラクターごとに分かれるようになります。これも前作ですごい要望が多かったところかなと思います。
今日これから
What the hell is that?
最後となる夜が始まる。
Under Night's trailer in Discord started to autoplay. Fucking irritating. Okay.
And it should make it easier to jump into ranked matches and try new characters out.
またこの他にですね、経験値システムのようなものもありまして、経験値、試合して経験値で、レベルが上がると報酬がもらえるっていう要素もあるんで、それもキャラクターごとに用意されてますので、持ちキャラ以外にも、楽しんでいただけるんじゃないかなと思います。で、経験値はその試合に負けても得られることができるようになってます。
Holy shit. Okay, so I have half my computer like frozen in place right now, so I will be back in a moment. I mean, I'll still be here. I'm just waiting for the fucking windows to disappear.
See, you guys are going to get to S rank because you're good at the game, but I'm going to get to S rank because I want the S for Anila to stand for sheep. We are not the same. So next up, we are going to talk about some of our updates to the training mode options. トレーニングモードのアップデートについてお願いします。
はい、これはちょっと地味ではあるんですが、トレーニングモードで
Okay, I think we're done fucking
トレ
around.
ーニングとか、コンボ練習
Are we good?
をシームレスに
Okay,
選択できるようになりました。前作だと
One more
トレーニン
moment.
グモードとタクティクスモードって分かれてたんですけど、分かれているのでちょっとロード時間とか挟むようになってたんですけど、今回、ロード時間なしで、練習メニューですね、開くことができるようになってます。
Alright, so this feature here is more for the lab monsters, but in training mode, you'll now be able to seamlessly switch between standard training mode and combo trials. In the previous game, it was a bit tedious to jump in between training mode and trials on top of all the loading times.
This may be a hard drive issue,
And so
actually.
by integrating it into training mode, you'll be able to easily practice on your own or boot up some trials.
All right, so smoother experience coming at you. We also have one more training mode update here for you now. フレームデータについて、I think that one got more than the costume skins. You traitors! It's about the drip! No, I'm kidding. Let's hear about this frame data. フレームデータについてお願いします。
はい。
The earlier one was good. Those combo presets. That's the right lesson to take from Street Fighter. That's perfect. That's awesome. If it's got those training settings and situation setups right there in the menu, like Street Fighter 6 does.
Awesome.
That's incredible.
That's it for our training mode updates.
I'm just gonna fucking screenshot this.
Ooh, okay.
And now
we have
close
some
out the
engaging
browser.
new features that are coming soon.
Yeah,
too.
Fall
I think I'll
Guys.
give Max a break from interpreting here because he's been.
This
going
isn't
on
a terrible
now,
idea
and I'll
either,
take over
Fall
interpreting
Guys.
duties. But Fukuhara-san, could you please explain what we're looking at? 福原さん、このスライドの内容についてお願いします。
はい、これは、かなり大きなアップデートになります。オンラインロビーがめちゃくちゃ広くなりますっていうものです。前は、そのグランサイファーの看板だけだったんですけど、今回島になり、島になるので、いろんなロケーションがあってで、そこで遊んだり、くつろいだりっていうのができるようになります。いわゆるMMORPG のマッチ的な居心地の良さを
But I can't restart Firefox without closing the Evo stream.
Online lobby system. We are expanding it from just the deck of the Grind Cipher into an entire island, featuring lots of low and high places, so you can experience a lot of fun locations.
So yeah, no, this wasn't a meme. They're really doing Fall Guys.
We're really aiming to give you a sense of comfort that you would get from exploring an MMORPG town.
This also may be a good lesson from Street Fighter. Though I don't know, because I was in Battle Hub last night, and that shit's pretty toxic. I had matches actually over the last 2 nights where I was just in Battle Hub, and I got people that
it'll be an area where you can release some of your
it did in like 5-6 matches. I thought I was just playing, but they started taunting. They're swapping to characters to troll with, like Honda and Blanca.
はい、そして、グランドブルースレジェンズですね。これ発表時ちょっとドキドキしたんですけど、格ゲーにはこれが必要だったんだっていうポジティブな反応をいただけて、ホッとしてました。で、これは障害物競争だとか、サバイバルゲームだとかっていう、様々なルールのパーティーゲームが楽しめるようになってます。
So at first, when we announced Grand Bruce Legends, I was a little bit nervous because I didn't know how people would take it. However, I was very relieved.
The rank's already fucked because I didn't do any training before going into the placement matches. I should have done some arcade like Battle Hub before going into placement matches. Because if I did that, I probably would have placed right a lot higher. And instead, I'm stuck in iron.
このグランドブルースレジェンズだけを
and we'll probably stay stuck in iron because it is a grind to get out.
にもなると思ってます。もしかしたらっていうか
And the grind is more
配
representative
信とか
of
もすごい盛り
the
上がるゲ
meaning
ー
than
ム
the
になって
rank
るんじゃないか
itself.
なとは思ってます。
Yeah, so feel free to play Grand Blues Legends whenever you need a break.
Like
from fights,
Apex
relieve
and
some of
Cheat
that
are in
stress.
master rank,
Or also,
and that's
you can
earned.
use it to spice up your streams a little
For
bit.
them, they definitely
so
earn
lots
that.
of ways you can have fun with Grand Blues Legends.
はい、今回は、そのゲームルールですね、グランドブルースレジェンズについて、ちょっと簡
Wait,
単
no,
に
yeah,
紹
that
介します。
upsets me so much. I got so fucked on my placement in Street Fighter 6 just because I jumped right into ranked and right into placements.
はい、ライジングロワイヤル、これがさまざまなゲームルールのうち最もベーシックなものになります。いろんなアトラクションを攻略しながらゴールを目指す、
I should have,
障害物競争ですね。
So this is Rising Royale. I believe it's probably the simplest of the games.
I should have
available in
just
Grand
went into
Blues
Battle
Legends.
Hub, did some
It
matches,
features a
got warmed
obstacle
up and
race
used
where
to
you have
how
obviously
neutral
dodge
feels,
obstacles,
and then went
to,
into ranked. And if I had done
seek your
that,
goal.
I would have placed
その
way
アイテム
higher.
を使って、相手を妨害した
But
りだとか
instead
ってい
stuck in
う、
iron.
逆転要素も多数
So when I
盛
learn
り込ま
another
れているので
character, like if I learn Manon, which would be the other character I'm
ゲーム
interested
に
in
な
right
ってます
now, I would
So the game will feature
get plenty of
items where
time
you
in
can
before
use them to
going into
hinder
rank.
the progress of your opponents, making for
Just so I don't
an
get fucked in
unpredictable,
placement again.
Time with lots of table turning action. So if you like to fight dirty, this might be the game for you. Next up, we'll go into the next game here.
Yeah, if you want to play
次が
dishonestly, you
ゴール
can't
ド
play
ブ
the
リッ
game
クボ
itself.
ーダーですね。これは4チームに分かれて自分のチームの陣地にゴールドブリックをより多く集めるゲームです。グラブルファンであれば、このゴールドブリックの奪い合いの
Bro, they should just put Mahjong
ビジュア
in.
ルは結構刺激的なんじゃないかなとは思います。
Next up, we have Gold Brick Quarter. Teams will be split into 4, and then you will be working with your team to try to collect as many gold bricks as possible. The team with the most gold bricks wins, and this is especially hilarious for fans of the mobile game because you understand the value of a gold brick. And personally, if I lose in this game, I'm going to tell people to post grids. We'll see how you actually make use of those gold bricks. And next up, we have another game to showcase here.
はい、ボムシェルバラージュ、これが、ベルゼバブが、筋トレしてるんですけど、それに合わせて爆弾が落ちてきて、床がこう爆発して崩れていきます。
It really
ルー
is
ルは
Fall
単
Guys.
純明快で、最後まで生き残った者が勝ちです。
So this is Bombshell Barrage.
This is Fall Guys behind a $50 paywall.
Muscle training, and as part of his muscle training,
I
he's throwing
assume
bombs at you,
$50.
as you do. And in this process,
This
the
game
ground beneath
could
your
be
feet will
60.
literally crumble away. So the rules for this game are very simple. The last one who survives is the winner.
はい、この他にもですね、多数の
Are they
ゲーム
straight
ル
up
ールがあ
controlling
り、
the slides with
また
that
今後続報
tablet?
としてお知らせしていければと思ってるんです
That's
が、
pretty snazzy.
その中で、こういう渋谷のようなマップも登場します。なんかスタッフが異様に作り込んでたので、
Shibuya from
こちら
Kingdom
も
Hearts.
楽しみにしててください。
So we have other games as well, and we will probably be making an announcement, well, we will be making an announcement on what those are in the future. But among them is a game that features downtown Shibuya as the location of the event. Our staff have been working very hard to make this an intriguing game, so we're looking forward to sharing more with you in the future.
Yeah, it's the Yaldabaoth grind.
はい、本日お伝えできるゲーム情報は、次が最後になります。
So our next slide features the last bit of new information we have for today's event. So here I'm going to let Max take the interpretation reins again. That's very difficult. Whatever we're
Battle
paying him, we
Pass
should double it.
rewards.
So thank you.
So
Max,
it's not behind
for
the
taking
story
that back over
anymore.
for me.
It's behind a battle pass.
So じゃあ福原さんこのスタイルについてお願いします。
はい、
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read the
テキ
top.
ストだけで、すいません。
Following
左
data
手
can be
ビッケンで
transferred. I have no
現在
story
の
progress.
GBVS から、アップデート対応はできなかったのかっていう、意見、いくつか
I
いた
did
だいて
buy
るんですけ
weapons.
ど、ちょっと冒頭に
Actually,
お話し
no,
さ
I
せて
did,
いた
but
だい
my
た
save
通り
data was lost.
ロールバックだと
Somehow
か
my fucking save
クロス
data
プレ
was
イ実装の
lost
ために
on the
ちょ
Steam
っと
version.
作り直してる部分があって
So I lost
で
everything.
格闘ゲームとしてもさらに進化させるべく、いろいろ、導入、今回紹介させていただいた機能とかモード追加を行っているので、ちょっとただのアップデートではもはや実現できないボリュームで開発を、行っています。
Hey, so first off, sorry
Those
that
look
there's
like
only
patch
text
notes.
on this slide, but yeah, so we received
The
a lot of
PDF on the
comments
tablet
asking
looks
whether or
like
not this
a
would be an upgrade
patch
to the
notes.
first GBVS or not. And with the implementation of rollback, crossplay, all of the new
It's probably just
features and
that
nodes
slide, but
adding,
presented
being
in
added to the
slide
overall experience,
spreadsheet
the amount of
format.
content we've added just wouldn't be plausible through a simple update.
ので本当に申し訳ないごめんなさいなんですけど改めて、ご購入いただくことにはなるんですがあくまで GBVS シリーズの新作として、リリースさせていただけますと、助かります。
So I know some of you are hoping for an update to the original GBVS, but Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising will be released as a separate entry to the GBVS franchise.
はい、あとは先日のベータテストの結果を踏まえていろいろ調整を予定しています。ロールバックとか、クロスプレイの実装によって、ライジング他の人にもすごい進めやすくなるんじゃないかなと思ってますし、世界中でより多くの方に楽しんでいただきたいので、頑張って開発していきます。前作プレイしていただいた方もまた手に取っていただけると嬉しいです。
Alright, so we've also received a ton of feedback during the online beta. Thank you for that. And we will be looking into making some changes to the game moving forward. And so I hope that rollback and crossplay will make it easy to recommend this game to your friends. I'm confident that this game will be a title that players around the world will enjoy. So that I hope that players who enjoyed the previous title will pick it up again too.
でその前作遊んでくださってた方にもせめて何かできないかなと考えていくつか要素を引き継げるようにする予定です。ストーリーの新コード、前作分すべてあるのでその新コードと、大会の称号、あと、EX カラー、あとは一時期やってたバトルパスのキャラクターカラーと、武器スキンをお持ちの方は、ライジングに引き継げるようになります。ただセーブデータ残しておいていただく必要あるんで、ちょっと削除しないようにお願いします。
With that being said, we thought we should do something for those who enjoyed the previous title, and so we're planning on making some elements of the previous game transferable to Rising. So in addition to your story progress, will be you can transfer your tournament trophies, any EX colors, and Battle Pass weapon skins and colors as well to GBVS Rising. So hold on to that save data.
No, yeah, straight up, I don't remember there being a Battle Pass. I don't remember Battle Pass rewards. I remember weapons being unlocked by the story.
I personally am excited to keep my EX
or at least in the story menu. You bought them with a currency in the story mode. But you didn't have the story progress didn't unlock them. There was just a currency you earned in the story mode to buy them with.
なんかもう一枚あるらしいんでお願いします。
I've just got one more quick thing to share with you guys today. So next slide.
Autographs.
なんかちょっと自分で紹介するのもあれなんですけど、ここエボの会場のサイゲームスブースで
Apparently there was a battle pass.
サイン会をやるそうです。で今日と明日2日間こちらの時間でですかね、やってまして、なんかオリジナルポストカードみたいなのもあるらしいのでぜひいらっしゃってもらえればなと思います。
Alright, so it looks like I'll be doing a signing here at the Side Games booth at EVO. We have original postcards and goods available too, so if you're here and have some time, come through.
すいません、ありがとうございます。あと、この後午後2時頃からですかね、ライジング初のオフライン大会のデイワントーナメントが始まります。今日は予選で、明日がトップ32と2日間に分けて、開催します。
And of course, today we'll be holding day one of the very first offline GBVS Rising tournament at 2 p.m. after this. So today will be pools with top 32 starting tomorrow.
Not streaming it, but
あとそのサイゲームスブースでのトーナメント開催していないときはGBVS ライジングのフリープレイが可能になってます。こちらも、会場にいらっしゃっている皆さん見つけたら、ぜひプレイしてみてください。はい、あと大会の配信もあるらしいので、こちらの情報はツイッターなどで、ツイッター X で
Maybe it was introduced later. Yeah, maybe.
Alright, and so during all tournament hours, anyone here can swing by the Side Games booth and try out GBVS Rising for free. Once again, if you're free.
No, actually, I think I do
shot.
remember it being
And if you're not
added,
here at EVO today,
but
we do have a link to
really
the stream,
seriously just
on
wrote
our
it off
official
because there was no
Twitter
rollback.
or X account.
I think
Not really
I
sure what
remember
it's called
distinctly
now, but,
thinking that. Like, if they're
definitely
adding
come
this
by and
battle
check it out.
pass, but they're not adding
Awesome.
rollback.
I personally am wishing all of you Catalina mains out there.
That's me.
Very good tournament at day one.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for all of your comments.
I mean, I'm not
today.
there,
I think,
but-
we've got day one to EVO off to a great start. So we're going to conclude with just some final comments.
Oh no, he
here.
just okay. I
So
see.
for Hubspot,
I see. He had a little switcher
パネ
for
ルは、
the
これ
slide.
で終わりなんですが、2日
And
後
from the
の
one camera
エボ
angle, it looked like he was
Day3
touching the
にもう
tablet.
少し追加の情報をお届けしますので、そちらも、楽しみにしていてください。
Arigato gozaimasu. Okay, so
All right, and that is all for today's finals. Sorry, today's panel.
when
but
they were
we
talking
will
about the
have
partners
some more
mechanic, right? And they're
announcements
talking
planned during
about
the finals, so stay tuned for that.
doing something about if you
More
lose and
announcements
insult
planned.
like
Could that
that.
be something like a release date?
Oh yeah, soon. Now? Sure, you got it now? You got 4 months left, dude. You gotta say it.
まあ、ノーコメント。まあ、とにかく、あさって。
Oh, wishing all low Wayne mains a
So
very
no
merry
comment. Unfortunately,
02.
that's all I can say for today.
I almost said low
so
main.
To everyone watching, we'll see you again Sunday.
Okay, that's fair enough. So I guess, yeah, we'll just find out in 2 more days.
Oh, the
what's
tournament.
In store
Okay,
for us. It sounds
cool.
like something is. So before we go, I'll give Fukuhara-san one last chance to make any last comments. So Fukuhara-san, 最後の一言お願いします。
はい、まあ、今紹介した、モードとか要素とかありつつ、まだ公開してない部分も結構ありますんで、まあ、それ含めてですね、より良いゲームになるよう、現在頑張って
This took
開発してますんで、
30 Actually, wait, no, they started around
思ってます。はい、本日はありがとうございました。
40 minutes. It
All
took
right,
this
so we've
panel
got
was only
plenty more
40
story
minutes.
planned for this game, and
This
we're
is
all
also
really hard at work at trying to make
20
this a
minutes
game
ahead of
that you will all
schedule.
love. So we hope you check it out. And that is all for today. So thank you so much for coming out.
All right, guys, this is a final reminder that if you go to the Psy Games booth and sign up for the open beta
So the partner
tournament, you will
mechanic,
get this spiffy
in a
bag.
fighting
Look at
game,
that is special.
one
And
person has to
inside
lose.
that
That's
bag
unavoidable.
is a clear folder featuring some key art from Grand Blue Fantasy
You have
Versus.
to
So be sure to
accept
sign up and
loss.
claim
You
this
have to
sweet swag
accept
for
that
yourself.
losing is part
And
of
that will
progress
conclude
in a
us
fighting
today. I'll
game
show it to the
and in
camera
life
real
in
quick.
general. But in
got
a
my
fighting game,
angle wrong there.
you got to lose to get
But you know
better.
what? I'm a translator, not a
You're not
host.
learning as much if you're not losing.
And we will conclude there, folks. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next time.
Unless you have what is adapting in matches and learning in matches. But my point is, one of the things you can do with minimizing that the salt of losing is recognizing any small victories and small progress you've made and any learning you've still done.
We're gonna have Arxis on stage to talk about Guilty Gear Strive.
That's things like if they're grabbing you, you start attacking. Learning to attack, landing DP punishes for DP whiff DPs, whiff punishing, countering, parrying, things like that. Getting out of traps like, let's say, Honda or Blanca. Getting out of things like that. Learning those things. But not just that, but learning in mid-match. Just because you don't see the victory screen doesn't mean you didn't like learn something out of a match. Less specific examples is if you have an opponent constantly landing like an overhead on you, they're giving you a mix-up and they get an overhead, and that's leading to them doing big damage. You start blocking that overhead, they're suddenly not doing as much damage to you. Things like that. Those small victories are rewarding. They don't reward you the round, but they are rewarding in a right. With the partners, you could have, there's a game that does something where when you die in it, you get a message that says, on the bright side, you had more kills as sniper that round than your previous best. This should be in fighting games. When you lose, because it's not if you lose, it's when you lose, you always do. They'll have like stats on generic stats on like your offensive, defensive, tactical, right? That's not specific enough. You need this information. You need how many whiff punishes you land, how many counter hits you landed, how many punish counters you landed, how many grabs you teched, how many DPs you punished, how many lows you blocked, how many overheads you blocked, cross-ups blocked, things like that. Those are the kind of more messages, because those are the things you have to look out for. That's what helps you, because you didn't get a victory, but you are performing better. That's the main point, is that you are performing better. It's hard to see that though until, like, say you look at a replay, or you're like consciously thinking about it. What's going on with this model in the screenshot? So this would be a way more productive thing to do with that partner system, is in specific situations you're told things like this. If you were told info like this, it would be a lot more alleviating of that salt than what they're currently doing with the generic messages. And it's just something they're not getting. It can't be generic messages. Like, that's cool that it's like personalized, but you could still have this info in there with the personalized info, with the personalized like way of saying it. This would just be so much more productive with that kind of mechanic for reducing salt. Because this is ultimately, if you're gonna lose, or when you'd lose, you have to lose. You gotta look for something there, and, you know, you gotta look on the bright side. You gotta look on the bright side. And understand how you did better in that match. And if you stop doing better, it should tell you to take a break. Where the hell is the window? Alright, something fucky's going on with Windows. I imagine I'm not gonna do much more. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna here, let me restart explorer.exe. Does anyone know a shortcut for restarting explorer.exe? Here we go. I got task manager up. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, you know what's going on? My computer thinks I'm holding down shift or something. It thinks I'm holding down a key. Constantly. It constantly thinks I'm holding down a key. Can I still fix that with restarting Windows Explorer? Let's test it out. Also, look at this image on the fucking Steam page. Or, yeah, no. On the Steam page for, also, no, it didn't fix it. On the Steam page where it recommends all the Evo games. And for me, one of these things is not like the other. There's an image further down they have that has like like 20 fucking fighting games on sale. But that's not as funny because I also don't have Under Night on PC because I only played it on console. Man, I don't want to restart my PC. I'm gonna replug in the keyboard, see if that does anything. But this is I think this is a Windows, a hardware issue, because it happens before. It happened before this keyboard, so I don't know. Hold on. Move. No, we can't show that. I think that was my keyboard. Data should be recent. 100%. Yeah, the data should be recent. That's how it does it in TF2 as well, because it's not always overall data to present. Sometimes they go recent. Maybe it's because I have Street Fighter open. But I guess I'm going to keep it open now. We'll keep it up until Evo comes back. Here, let me do it from Restream. And this will be the last panel we restream, is the Guilty Gear one, because they're probably going to talk about Season 3 changes. But they might not. They might save that for Strive Top 6. I don't know. It's only half hour. It's only 30 minutes long. And there has to be intermission time. It's probably like 15 minutes long, whatever they got. So we'll do that, and then we will go about our day. It can stay that small because it's just the... We'll enlarge it after the intermission goes away. Hello? Oh my god. It doesn't stop. My buttons are right. Why does my select button not work? My touchpad. The touchpad doesn't work. Whatever. I guess I can turn the game back up, assuming Windows is okay with me doing that right now. Is the Cammy game plan. Doing my best to work out not doing EX moves, since that is a waste of meter. That is what I wanted to do, correct. Will I ever land it in match? Who knows? But the easier time I have doing it in training. I wish my touchpad worked right now. I gotta say, this drive rush change was a good idea, I think. Oh, the heavy gives an extra hit. This, I gotta do something about this. Actually, no, I've had Steam do this before, and the fucking fix was just restarting the game. Sometimes I will alt-tab out of a game, and when I come back to the game, the controls are changed. So I have to assume this is a known Steam bug. But yeah, there's just off of this, I'm getting way more damage than I ever did doing EXs, and it's kind of like disheartening. But those are the new mechanics, so gotta use them. Want to land the super in there. Rats. I could have gone more. All right, well, enough of that.
And to Asano to talk a little bit more about the game.
All right, hold on one more time, everybody. Let's make some noise for Guilty Gear Strive and the developers and the CEO. Come on. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and thank you guys for joining us on this panel today. So we got a couple of slides we're going to go over. I do actually have...
Feedback loop.
Sorry. Do actually have a little bit of a question regarding Strive in general. How long did it take to develop Strive in general and the developmental period that went on behind it?
I
just realized the game wasn't 100% mute, sorry.
全体的な質問させていただきたく思います。で、一応ギルティギアストライブにおいて、開発期間が発表する前も含めて、裏側でどれだけの時間がかかったか、ご教示いただくことって可能でしょうか。
もともとギルティギアエグザとレベレーターを発売してから、その後レブ2を出しましたけども、そのレブ2というのが実はレベレーターの後に大きい新作を作り始めて、それと並行してアップデートをやろうって言ってレブ2が生まれたんですね。なのでレブ2が世に出た時にはすでにギルティギアストライブの開発はスタートしていたので、企画段階から始めるともう7年とか8年とか、それぐらいのプロジェクトではあります。
So basically, we started.
Oh, actually, I did land that combo I was just showing last night, and I felt really good because I also ended it with super. I saw how much damage it did. I'm like, God damn.
Revelator released to the public, and after
Felt
that
so
we
good.
actually released update for Revelator Rev 2, but we were still developing Strive behind. So with that all combined, it will be around 7 to 8 years.
So there was actually a time where you were still working on some Rev Guilty Gear while also working on Strive at the same time.
ということはやはりレブ2の開発とストライブの開発を同時にやってた、並行してやってたという認識で大丈夫ですか？
はい、そうです。石渡がストライブのストーリーであったり企画を企画のベースを考えている間に僕がレブ2のディレクションをしていた。社内的にはそういう分担でしたね。
So that you are correct. So while Daisuke was working on the basic concept and scenario for the new Guilty Gear Strive, I actually build it up, developing Rev 2.
That is extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. I do have a question. How long does it take to say develop one character? Like let's use Asuka for example. How long does it take from start to finish for the concept art and the lore and the animations? How long does something like that take for just a single character?
まず並行して開発している点につきましては非常に素晴らしいところかなと思いまして、ではちょっと続いてちょっと一つ質問なんですけれども、キャラクター単体において開発がコンセプトの段階から完成に至るまでどれぐらいの期間がかかるかについてご教示いただくことって可能でしょうか。
キャラクターによって大きく差が出るんですけども、ざっくり言えば1年ぐらいかなと思います。まず、このキャラクターを出そうっていうプロモーションとかの決定があってから、キャラクターの設定であったりラフデザインが始まり、でその後に、ちょうどここにいる2D リードデザイナーの浅野が、キャラクターデザインを書き起こして、そこからモデルを作りモーションをつけ、エフェクトをつけたり声を取ったりっていうさまざまなところまでやって、最後のデバッグが完了するまではだいたい1年ぐらいかなと思います。はい、そうです。
So yeah, when you think about the base concept level and going to the completion, it will take around a year. So we'll have a concept data and rough concept art, and 2D artists like Kenta here will draw a rough design of the character, and he'll actually make the specific designs of the character in 2D, and they'll model it. They'll actually put the effects, and they also put the motions in, and also record voice lines. And after that, the character can be tuned and be completed. That will take around about a year or so.
Another question regarding Asuka in general. I feel like that has been a character that a lot of Guilty Gear fans have known and cared about for a long time. Was there a reason why Asuka is now in Strive as opposed to some of the other Guilty Gear games? Like, why was Asuka for Strive and maybe not Rev 1 or Rev 2?
一応ではちょっとアスカにちょっと単体のキャラクターを話したついでにちょっとアスカについてもちょっとお話をさせていただければなと思うんですけれども、アスカというキャラクターってギリティギアの長年のファンにおいてはかなり昔から待ちわびていたキャラクターかと思います。でかなり記念日的なキャラクターでもあるんですけれども、ストライブになって、実装することになった、経緯につきましてお話しいただけますでしょうか。
そうですね、ソルバット界の物語がストライブで一応の完結をしたということで、アスカは、絶対出したいねという話はこの企画の最初からずっと出していました。ただし、この会場にいる人は多分、大丈夫だと思うんですけども、ストライブのストーリーの都合上からアスカを普通に戦わせることはできないんだというところが、チーム内というか、石渡の希望とかもありまして、それもあってこのアスカを出すんだけども、このストーリーの都合からどのようにプレイアブル化するかっていったところが非常にチーム内でも揉めていろいろ議論をして今の形に落ち着きました。
So obviously, Guilty Gear Strive
I have
is
nothing to add.
basically one endpoint of Soul Bad Guy's story. So at some point we definitely wanted to put Asuka out at some point in Strive. However, there was this complication of I'm not sure if I'm okay to say this out loud here because it's a bit of a spoiler, but on story mode, Asuka is in certain state, and and we were not sure how to implement that into the game playable character. So for a long time within the dev team, we had long discussion about how to implement a playable character of a character that's in
FX has been watching the Street Fighter polls, and there's been a lot of Rashids and there's been a lot of Rashids losing.
We decided to implement Asuka in the current state of form.
Very good. So
we'll see how that filters. I can't imagine.
What does that do to the development of balancing?
After
the
all
game?
this,
is that difficult when you have a new character? Then you have
think
to balance
Rashid's gonna
that
get you the
character
million
around the game. Does that take a while? Do you guys have a lot of conversation about that? Make sure they're tuned the right way.
Completely betting on familiarity and not like anything else.
バランスとかにも影響が当然あるかと思うんですけれども、それってどのような
That Rashid was gonna get you the million.
あとどれぐらいかかるのでしょうか。
そうですね、社内には、もともと格闘ゲームのトッププレイヤーでもある、バトルデザイナーが何人もいまして、そのバトルデザイナーのグループで、追加キャラクターであったり既存のキャラクターでずっと対戦を回します。で最低でも1ヶ月ぐらいは最後の締めに、実際その実装しながら毎日対戦っていうことを、合計そうですね3ヶ月ぐらいとかやってるんですけども、それで 対戦をしてテストプレイをしてでそれに応じてチューニングを施してまた翌日対戦してっていったものをそうですね、2、3ヶ月間ぐらいは、これもちょっとキャラクターであったりスケジュールによって変化はするんですけども、ちなみにアスカはすごい時間がかかったキャラクターですね。一番時間がかかったキャラクターだと思います。
3ヶ月です。そうですね。
Well, it definitely differs by character, so I can't say too
in losers
general,
bracket
but,
with my sheet, but I played the wins carry me
takes
through
around
this.
minimum of 3 months to actually tune up a character in balance. We do have battle designers
Bro, the wins
that
are
were
fake. He
formerly,
uses machines.
Top class players in house, so they actually get to actually play the match between the new character and the other older characters to actually tune the character in balance. However, it kind of differs from character and character, and in Asuka in particular, we had to invest more time to actually tune it right.
Watching that character is probably one of my favorite things in Strive, by the way. So excellent job on that character. I think the character is so cool. I do have another question. Is there anything that we can look forward to in the future regarding Guilty Gear Strive that you might be able to tell us?
アスカにつきましては非常に
throw an image up, but
うまくできているキャラクターだと思うので、非常に気に入っているキャラクターだという話でした。で一応今後のスタイルにつきましてお話しできれば範囲でご自身で期待でできそうな内容とかありましたらご教示いただけますと幸いです。
So I'm going to answer to that question. I'm Ken Miyauchi, producer.
Too close. I don't even know if it's too close.
Check. Good.
It's definitely a feedback issue or a feedback loop.
Just recently released developers backyard. I
kind of embarrassing, but anyway.
About the new updates that's coming shortly.
This is Kwamba branded cover.
New special moves to some characters and a new battle mechanics that's coming also. Along with
I'd use it.
Additional characters, of course.
I'd use it. My tells are way too obvious. I would use it.
Not only to update to doing like the additional characters, but a couple of other unrevealed updates that's being planned throughout the season 3, which makes player more excited to get into play Guilty Gear Strive.
Well, I am extremely excited for the future of Guilty Gear Strive. Are we excited for the future of Guilty Gear Strive? Any more closing comments from the team over for Guilty Gear Strive?
We actually brought some slides here. If you want to show?
Yeah, let's show some slides.
So the reason I brought this slide is to appeal Kenta Asano, who is our awesome lead 2D artist here, who drew this.
Yeah, come on.
And also these. Some of you might think he's an incredible artist who worked on drawing these, and also I'm trying to change the next page. Oh, yeah, and as you see, he did the art for 500K and 1 million user, and just recently reached 2.5 million players.
2.5 million players in Guilty Gear Strive.
Let's go. Good numbers, big numbers. It was a million at this point last year.
All of your support. Thank you so much.
So the game has sold more in the last year than it did its first year.
Some of other art. There you go. He's also worked on these kind of tower record collaboration. Some other
for
art
the pop-up
working
shop.
with the
Well, part of the pop-up shop is
I
that.
don't know how I call it in English. And this is a recently announced collaboration art. And I also brought some, rough image of Asuka. Didn't have a chance to show it, but yeah. And I don't know if you have seen, but the arcade mode for Asuka, but the original Asuka have different color. So we do also have the portrait. So this is first time showing this portrait here. And Kenta Asano, he also works on the character colors. These are all the colors that we have, not all, but like some, up to color 12 in addition to EX.
That's color 2?
Kenta, do you want to talk about like what colors do you like?
まあ一応浅野さんが一応カラーについては一応もろもろ携わっているかと思いますが、まあ今ちょっとご覧になっているソルのカラーのうちちょっとまあこれは好きとかまあ一押しのカラーがあるとかございましたらぜひお伺いたいと思います。So there's this color number 13, as you can see in the screen right now. That's one of my favorite.
Those are pretty sick. How do these fit with the Pepsi Man mod? How do these fit with Bionicle Soul mod?
So having the main color of black and white
There's
is
so
also
many
very
soul
cool.
mods.
But putting accent in very different color is also something I like the most at the moment.
浅野さん、もっとカラー作りたいですか？
作りたくはあるよ。作りたくはあるけど、ねえ、全キャラで追加で。もっと俺はいろんなカラーが作りたいからみんなが応援してくれればもっとたくさんのキャラクターのカラーを作れる。だからみんな応援してくれと言ってくれと言われたって言って。
Well, if you give Kenta more support, then he'll do his best to actually provide more colors to you guys to enjoy. So give it up to Kenta.
ありがとうございます。
So yeah, that's kind of it. And thank you for your time. I know that there's still tournaments going around and people are having fun. There's a lot of fun moments around EVO for sure this year. We all are also planning to make more exciting announcement soon. Sometimes maybe during EVO.
Maybe this weekend.
I wouldn't say anything.
All right. Okay. I tried, guys. I tried.
So thank you. That's me, Ken Miyauchi, producer, and
最後のコメントをありがとうございました。あんま喋ることできなかったですけど、皆様の前に立ててお話できてよかったと思います。ありがとうございます。
So thank you all for the loud support. This has been Kenta Asano.
I will say that as being a huge Guilty Gear fan since day one, I'm extremely excited to see what this game does and what everybody does in the future for this title.
That music wasn't me, that was the stream.
はい、この会場に来ている人や配信を見ている人、いろんな情報を期待してこのエボを見ている人も多いと思いますので、最終日まで目を離さずに一緒に盛り上がっていきましょう。お願いします。
So I'm sure that a lot of you people who are in the venue and watching the stream are looking forward to some kind of, information coming up. So please keep an eye out on EVO till the final. So please look forward to it.
Top 6. Yeah, that
Everybody,
makes sense.
please, one more time. The developers of Guilty Gear.
Well, that was
Strive.
really just the panel for the sake of.
Thank you guys so much.
What is it? The 2.5. 2.5 million players and.
Gotta give some love to the great indie fighters as well. Let's check out some trailers.
2.5 million players and what was the other one? That looks snazzy. I forget the other number statistic that they showed. What color is that? Anyway. I would play this. Look out for Friday game night of this. Hi Crimson, welcome to the end of the stream. I would play her. I'd play the furry girl. Angels of Battle. itch.io. Oh, it's a free game.
Since the dawn of time, there has been drag.
Yeah? And you make fighting games out of it? This is a fighting game, right?
It only took a few centuries, but ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Drag Her! The drama-filled gag-worthy
It is a fighting game.
you've always dreamed of. Drag Her features real-life drag performers in all their camp queer kickassery. Sir, duking it out to discover who the one true top is in a world full of bottoms. Yeah! Fierce, you're a champion. Drag Her is being death dropped onto you by Fighting Chance Games, a fistful of good Judies who realized no one else was gonna do it, so they had to strap on. I mean strap in. I mean Black Advert, strap on, strap in. We know you're thirsty.
It's an interesting art style. I wish it had a Guilty Gear's animation. Like animated ontos. And stepped, I guess. I mean, that's what it would be technically. It would be stepped, but not splined. Shit, that's still not any. It's smooth. The animation's smooth. I wish it was. I wish it was animated like Guilty Gear, if it's gonna have that art style, because it was a nice art style. That's a slow ass game. I don't know about health bars on the side. The speed's not a big deal. The speed's not actually a big deal. The bars on the side. Not sure about that decision. I guess if they committed to it, I would have to play to know how much of a hindrance that is.
Welcome to Terradrome. Frankenstein. Ready to break.
Finally, Frankenstein in a fighting game.
Sasquatch. You weak. Cannot fight me.
Unfortunately, they take after Mortal Kombat.
Alex Van Helsing. Let's make this quick. Never man.
But animating fighting games is not easy. It is always challenging.
Bloody Mary.
Many of the devs like Arc System Works, any of the ones under Arc System Works, Capcom, they make it look way easier than it actually is. But animating fighting games is not easy.
The lady in white.
All beauty must die.
Dracula. Allow me to show you what power.
Smash makes it look easy. And even when Sakurai describes the animation processes in his videos.
Please, you destroy. Spring healed Jack. Try keep up. Give it up. legend.
Glad the feet lovers get a Bigfoot in a fighting game.
Reign of the legends.
Get Bigfoot, not a big. Well,
Joe,
I mean,
I gotta say, I
that's
love
big.
all the different
Never mind.
artistic styles of these indie fighters.
Well, guess what?
What?
We got a lot more to show off, so let's check them out.
I like that art style. Good sound effects too. There's some good designs in there. Some of them aren't as simple as the ones here. Yeah, like her, and that dude, and that character.
In the vast expanse of distant galaxies, the very fabric of reality trembles as an unstoppable warlord leads an armada to seek out the Hyperion cores.
Also, this is as loud as it goes. I'm sorry.
Imbued with unimaginable power, they hold the key to either salvation or annihilation.
They were actually, by the end of that Guilty Gear panel, they were 30 minutes ahead of schedule. The devs of Head to Head is the one that made the MVC-styled Sonic fan game. Oh, wow.
Plunge the universe into eternal darkness.
Interesting. I wish it looked more like that. This also looks more Marvel, or at least aiding inspired.
Now.
Boats. You got a pirate character for that boat? Close enough. Oh yeah, there we go. I wonder if the character on the right might be like early, and the pirate one too. Yeah, you can tell when they're like still in development frames versus the pixel art. Jesus Christ. Damn, hard pick between her and the archer. It's pretty nicely animated for pixel art. Oh, that was a good reference there. This isn't a fighting game. All right, it's a fighting game. We're really breaking it down to just shapes. Dudes who are shapes.
Dude, Tough Love Arena is sick.
Oh, thank you, Sajam.
And I tried to add just enough to get to the fighting game that I would have fun playing, but still felt as simple and bare bones as possible.
Tough Love Arena at toughlovearena.com.
They're playing with Genesis controllers. massive arms. Like that, that knight was a grappler. I love this art style. I don't know how into it I would get, but it's pretty adorably slapstick. What did they mean by that?
So we had Tough Love Arena on stage last year, and I have to say, it's been pretty great to see how far the development has come.
Absolutely, Aaron. And also, don't go anywhere, because up next we're going to be talking about Nickelodeon All-Stars. But first,
nope, we're good. All right, thanks everyone for tuning in for those panels and some indie games.
Real food always starts with real ingredients in
we will probably not have anything this weekend for streams, but Evo's going on, so it's worth watching anyway, even if we're not here. We'll see what the announcements are later. I got things to do. I got food to eat. I'm starving. But those were at least we got Under Night 2 trailer, which we already knew about. But I mean, it was whatever, 2-hour stream. It's no big deal. So we'll be back for that next Friday. Splatfest. Next Wednesday we'll continue Fallout. Probably finish the game. And that is the outlook in the near future. Also, probably like Guilty Gear's update might be like real soon. We might be playing Guilty Gear on a night like next Friday or the Friday after. So we'll see. We'll probably be back sooner rather than later with more fighting games. So that's that on that. And until next time, go to bed.